Hey everybody, welcome once again to the Craft Brew crew. I'm Brad and glad to be along with you presenting another craft beer. Today's beer is from Anchor Brewing in San Francisco, California. It is their Blood Orange Blonde, an ale made with blood oranges. Now, if you know a little bit about orange beers, most of them don't really have much of an orange taste, so I've got low hopes for this one. We'll see what happens. 4.5% is the ABV on the Blood Orange Blonde from Anchor Brewing. If you know anything about Anchor, they are fairly famous for their Anchor Steam beer. This one I've never had. It's their Blood Orange Blonde, and as you can see, if you don't pour it well, you get quite the head on it. Still got about 4 or 5 ounces left there in the can. Pours a rather golden color, maybe a little bit of orange depending upon the light that you're looking at it in. From Anchor Brewing's website, they claim that this is a blonde ale made with juicy and tart blood oranges. It sounds great if it actually happens. We are excited to present our refreshingly unique craft brew, Anchor's Blood Orange Blonde. The delectable fruit of the blood orange, deep crimson in color, with enticingly rich aroma and tangy sweet juiciness, provides a distinctive twist to a blonde ale. Back when I first started doing beer reviews about 4 years ago, I thought it was getting kind of boring to read off the cans and off the websites about the beers, but the more into craft beer I get, the more I like it, because I like to see if what they say about the beer is real. Not so much about what everybody else says, but what they say on their website. Now, after I've poured the entire can, you take a closer look, it is definitely not completely clear. There is definitely some cloudiness in it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I definitely can through the light. It is a cloudy yellowish orange. Let's give the old sniff a test here. Definitely can smell a little something extra going on here. Definitely. And I suppose, I mean, again, I don't always get exact notes of things, but there's something certainly zesty in there. I got to admit, I read a little bit more here on their website, and I've got to share it with you here. It says, Blood Orange Blonde gets some of its citrusy aroma in the brew house, where California orange peels are added to the brew kettle. Most of the action, though, is in the cellar, where the blood orange fruit is added during secondary fermentation. Its taste combines the succulent complexity of blood oranges with mild hop bitterness, subtle malty sweetness, and a long dry finish. So there certainly sounds like there are some things going on here. So without further ado, I think it's time to give this one a taste test. Let's go ahead. Yeah, it's refreshing. Not bitter at all. In fact, I'm not getting much at all with hops, which certainly is not a bad thing necessarily with a blonde ale. Had to do a little bit of research to find out the IBUs on this is only 20, which makes a lot of sense to me. It's certainly not hoppy. I get the maltiness, I get the citrusiness. It is a refreshing blonde ale. I'm not getting a lot of orange from it, though, to be honest with you. That's not bad necessarily. What I don't like about things like this is that that's great that you used oranges and that you used oranges in the name of the beer, but pushing hard on the oranges, I don't know. You know, orange taste is just not something that comes through very strong in most beers. It's a very, very dangerous flavor to claim in any kind of beer, in my opinion. I could be wrong. But as I said, it's not a bad beer. I'm going to give Blood Orange Blonde from Anchor Brewing a 3.5 out of 5. It's not a bad beer. It's got a good summer taste to it, so I strongly suggest checking it out if you'd like a blonde ale that is very easy drinking. Once again, for the Craft Brew crew, I am Brad. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe down here. Really appreciate having you. I'd love to hear from you too. Don't forget to comment as well. We'll talk to you next time. See ya.